The appearance of Jimin, who appeared alone in a cafe in the center of a Japanese city, immediately sparked a huge wave of attention from fans. Photos and short stories circulating depict a different atmosphere than usual. There is no loose laughter, no cheerful gestures that are often inherent in him. Jimin looked silent, staring at the cup of drink in front of him, as if immersed in his own thoughts. In a short time, that simple moment turned into the subject of emotional discussion on various platforms. What makes the situation even more inviting is the news that Jungkook returned to the hotel alone on the same day. As a rule, their company is always in the spotlight, whether it's a leisurely walk, enjoying local food, or just a light conversation. This time, the rhythm was different. Two figures that are often seen together are precisely in separate places, living their respective times, and it is the silence that provokes many interpretations. For some fans, Jimin's expression in the cafe was touching. Some judge his eyes look tired. Some feel he is carrying the burden of the mind. Japan, which has always been synonymous with warm memories and happy moments for them, suddenly became a melancholy background. Quiet cafes, busy city streets, and the figure of Jimin sitting quietly create a strong emotional contrast. Speculation has also sprung up. Some suspect Jimin is longing for a home atmosphere. Others associate it with the pressure of schedules and public expectations that never stop. As a person who is known to be sensitive and empathetic, Jimin is often considered a person who absorbs the emotions around him. In that context, his moment of silence in a Japanese cafe is read as an emotional pause, not a major drama. Meanwhile, Jungkook's decision to return to the hotel alone also provokes curiosity. Jungkook is known as an independent figure, but also very attached to those closest to him. When word spread that he was walking alone, many wondered if it was part of a need for personal space, or just a coincidence of an out-of-sync schedule. No sign of tension could be ascertained, only physical distance that the public later translated into emotional distance. Some fans try to look at this situation with a calmer point of view. They remind that everyone, including idols, has days when they want to be alone. Jimin sitting in a cafe alone doesn't necessarily mean deep sadness, and Jungkook returning to the hotel on his own doesn't automatically signal trouble. However, in the world of fandom, small details often have great emotional resonance. Interestingly, there are no clarifying uploads, no gestures deliberately shown to dampen rumors. Silence again became a red thread. Just like the previous trips, they chose to let the moment pass without explanation. This attitude actually reinforces the impression that no matter what happens, it is a part of personal life that does not always have to be shared. On the other hand, many fans responded with empathy. The comments were filled with messages of support, prayers for Jimin to feel better, and hopes for Jungkook to also get enough rest. Instead of amplifying speculation, some fandoms choose to send positive energy, as if they want to make sure they are not alone, even if they look physically separated. Japan, in this story, is a setting full of nuances. The bustling city actually highlights solitude, and the warm cafe becomes a place of reflection. This moment of Jimin and Jungkook's separation may not have great meaning factually, but emotionally, it left a mark. He reminded that behind the spotlight and the grand stage, there are people with feelings that go up and down. Until now, there has been no confirmation explaining what exactly happened that day. Whether Jimin is indeed sad, or just enjoying a quiet time. Whether Jungkook returned to the hotel alone because he was tired, or because of a simple choice. All remain in the territory of conjecture. But one thing is clear, this moment shows a fragile side that is rarely seen, and that is precisely why many feel touched. In the end, the story of Jimin in a Japanese cafe and Jungkook returning to his own hotel is not a story of sensations, but rather a brief portrait of a lull. A pause in the middle of the journey, a pause in the middle of being together, and a pause in the middle of the world's spotlight. And for fans, perhaps the most important thing is not to look for definitive answers, but to continue to provide space, understanding, and support, whatever they are feeling at the moment. The silence after that moment actually made many fans remember how long an emotional journey Jimin and Jungkook had gone through over the years. Behind a strong and cheerful stage image, both are known as individuals who harbor feelings in their own way. Jimin is often described as sensitive and easily touched by the atmosphere, while Jungkook is known to tend to process things in silence. When the two are seen spending time apart in Japan, it's as if the public is witnessing a small slice of a human dynamic that is rarely exposed. Many fans began to examine the broader context. Japan is a place full of memories for them, from big concerts to relaxing moments captured on camera. Returning to a place full of memories can evoke layered emotions, especially when life phases are changing. Some argue that Jimin may be reflecting, not grieving. Sitting alone in a cafe, looking at the city traffic, can be a simple way to organize your thoughts. In Japanese culture, enjoying alone time in public spaces is common and often considered a form of self-care. On the other hand, Jungkook's decision to return to the hotel alone could also be read as a practical choice. A busy schedule, travel fatigue, or simply the need to rest without any interaction can be very plausible reasons. Jungkook is known for discipline in maintaining his physical and mental condition. On several previous occasions, he has also chosen to be alone to recharge energy. The public who sees snippets of moments without complete context often forgets that everyday life is not always as dramatic as imagined. Discussions among fans are slowly shifting from speculation to empathy. Many remind that a momentary distance is not the same as a rift, and a calm expression does not always mean deep sadness. There is a realization that concluding too quickly can actually hurt those who want to be protected. Support also flowed in the form of warm messages, not demands for explanations. An attitude that shows the maturity of fandom in interpreting privacy. Interestingly, there is no sign that this moment had an impact on their relationship as a whole. No gestures indicate conflict, no statements provoke further concern. Silence was maintained, as if all parties agreed that not every second should be narrated. In an industry that often demands constant storytelling, choosing not to tell stories can be a form of self-protection. Japan, with all its tranquility, becomes a fitting stage for reflection. Warm cafes, quiet hotels, and long city nights give breathing space. Many fans imagine that after that day, Jimin might again find his smile, and Jungkook get the rest he needs. Without any evidence, that simple hope seemed enough. In the end, the story is not about a definite grief or a real breakup, but rather about a human moment caught at a glance. About how two great figures go through an ordinary day in the usual way anyway: sit, walk, go home, and be silent. For fans, perhaps the biggest lesson is this. Loving idols also means giving them space to be human, complete with silent days that don't need explaining. And like many other moments, this story will slowly fade away, replaced by the next step. But traces of his emotions will remain in his memory as a gentle reminder that behind the stage light, there is a life that goes on, quiet, complex, and worthy of respect.